This is my latest invention.
Pleased to meet you, Master Gromit.
A smart gnome.
Well, congratulations on all the nominations. Totally well-deserved.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
How does that feel every time you keep seeing Wallace and Gromit appear on those lists?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't get used to it, really.
My heart skips a beat.
Yeah. And it's great. It's great affirmation that, because you're always nervous. We've enjoyed such good reception of the films in the past. You don't want to, you just hope you've lived up to it, and made another one that's up there.
Well, you definitely did. I do want to talk about the inspiration behind this because I love the technology aspect of this, right? Because sometimes we don't need technology, even when we think we do. So can you kind of talk about the inspiration behind this?
Yeah, it was very much about the love affair that we have with tech these days, that we think it's for, and it lends itself so much to comedy. I mean, how often am I using my mobile phone and with autocorrect or spell, who needs it? It's just never comes up with the sentence that you're after or the word you're after.
Yeah. But it's very much an observation on our reliance on technology and what's the balance? What really makes things better in our lives? And if we're honest, what doesn't? And it's just in a Wallace and Gromit way, what's the balance to be had there?
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to talk to you about Ben Whitehead too, and bringing him in after the unfortunate passing of Peter. So can you talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Pete. Very sad to lose Peter. Of course, he was Wallace, and so who could live up to that? But we were very blessed that Ben actually entered the frame
long time ago,
while Peter was still around on Curse of the Were-Rabbit. It was. He was playing a back and got to know Peter, and we discovered he could do a very good mimic of Wallace.
Yeah, and we and at that point, Ben sort of became Peter's understudy, which was, great for everybody. And as Wallace and Gromit sort of grew in popularity, things like computer games or satellite navigation for cars, Peter either couldn't or didn't want to do those, and so Ben would step in. So he's had a fairly long transition into the role, but this of course is his first opportunity to have a headline role in a big film, and we're just so proud of what he's achieved for us. It's been brilliant.
He saved the day for us.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fantastic. He really is. You would never really know unless you really paid attention, I don't think,
Exactly.
Yeah. I also want to talk to you about the advancements in technology, because I do love how you guys are still using clay. It's still claymation. It's still that stop motion, of course, which they're so cute. I love that so much. Oh my God, they're so adorable.
While you're talking, I just held them up.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're so cute.
These are the actual puppets.
They are? They're the actual ones?
Yeah. This is Pepper's actual cell from the film. He's actually lying down. He's having a rest.
Oh yeah, I see him. He's so cute. I love it. But you guys talk about because this is obviously about technology, right? Can you talk about where you use technology to enhance things and where you keep things, kind of like how the original was?
Yeah. Well, as you're suggesting, at base, at base level, we try to keep as much in front of the camera as we can.
Yeah.
Real models, real clay with different materials, but clay for all the expressive bits, and that's part of the ethos of it.
That's the heart and soul of it, really.
Yeah, it is.
And from there, if we can't create a shot in front of the camera with the real puppets, then we ask the question, okay, so what's the solution? Is it shooting another set and compositing it in, maybe using a blue or a green screen established technology? Or is it for a visual effect? Do we need to lean into computer generated imagery for particle effects like water or smoke or steam, things that are really very challenging to do with any sort of sophistication in stop motion? And the most important thing, though, is if we do use that it feels appropriate to the Wallace and Gromit world, and it's not always been the case that you could make that happen. So using CG water, we have used it in the past in most of our films, but not to such a great extent, mainly because it's not looked good. But now we can, well, I say we, the royal we, our CG department can manipulate it in such a fashion that it fits nicely into the Wallace and Gromit stop motion world, and that's been really, really vital to the whole process.
Amazing. Well, that's my time. This went so fast, but congratulations, guys. You everything is deserved, and I just love this movie so much. So thank you.
Thanks very much. Lovely to speak to you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, go on, Chuck. Put him through his little paces. He's voice activated.